All right, we're back. Whoop, that's not the score. Whoops. We're back. And we're watching the night session. De Minaur versus Tiafoe. This feels like it's going to be it's a Friday night in Melbourne, and it's a blockbuster matchup. The local versus the entertainer. And that is what we're going to find. De Minaur, Tiafoe, they've played a few times. And it's 3-1 Demon, but they haven't played a one-sided match before. So it's always been close. So expect that to be the same today. We also got Zverev versus Norrie. That's coming on as well. That is a little less exciting, even though it might go like 5.5 hours, and could go all the way into into the night. But in terms of pure entertainment, it's definitely this match is the better of the two. That I think, hopefully, it lives up to the hype. Now I've just watched. Today's been wild, right? We've had a wild day of. On the women's side, it's been crazy. Alcaraz, he won earlier. On the men's side, Medvedev having the crazy 5-setter. But on the women's side, it has been crazy. Mboko beat Towson in a great match. Sabalenka beat Potapova in a couple of tie breaks. Putintseva beat Sonmez in the crowd in the third round. Jovic just upset Paolini, if that's an upset. And then Gauff had a 3-setter as well. The only easy win was Mukova getting through the net 1-1. So it's been a very interesting day on the WTA side. On the men's side, like I said, Medvedev's the only one that's that struggled. Paul and Alcaraz won pretty easily. Tien won pretty easily after the first set. Medvedev, coming back from 2 sets of love down. But yeah, it's been, on the women's side of things, it has been crazy. It could have been a really bad day for the seeds because you had Sabalenka almost went to 3. Gauff was down a set. Obviously, we lost Paolini, so it's like, it's just we could have had a lot of upsets today, but a few players survived. A few players got through just. Yeah, this is gonna be a crazy crowd as well. Friday night. Tiafoe's going to put on the show. Demon, obviously the favorite, crowd favorite. So I'm expecting fun. And we'll keep an eye on Norrie versus Zverev as well. I feel like Norrie and Zverev can go two ways. It can either be a 5-set grind, or it could be a straight set Zverev win, like maybe a 4-set Zverev win. I think it will be Zverev in 4. That's my thinking. Zverev in 4 seems like it's going to be. That feels like the right result. Yeah. But Norrie can surprise. Norrie's no slouch. All right, here we go. Big Foe. People saying Big Foe looking thin. Is he looking slim? I haven't noticed. He's always been pretty shredded. So I don't know. Is he looking thinner than usual? Less bulky, maybe? Like he's cut down the muscle? A little bit. Is he lean? I don't know. I'll have to check. Rublev and Cerundolo are into a second set. They're in a battle. I hope it's not another jinx of you covering De Minaur and he loses. If De Minaur loses, it's your fault. So it's not my fault. It's everybody else's fault. But Tiafoe could win this. This is a dangerous match for Demon. Tiafoe could win this. Who am I going for? 5 sets. I just want 5 sets. I just want a 5-setter. We haven't had a banger. We haven't watched a banger match yet. I want a 5-setter. Twig Foe. That's a good one. All right, here we go. I think Demon's going to serve first. They're just warming up. God, these are the type of matches when you're at the Australian Open you want to go see. Friday night, prime time, Demon versus Foe. Like, I watch so many Leighton Hewitt matches on TV at this time slot, on this day, in this round, you know, against these type of players. Like, I remember watching Leighton so many times playing the Friday night of the Australian Open, or the Saturday night of the Australian Open, the third round matches, and he'll take on a seed. You know, it just has so much of that. And Demon has taken that mantle of the primetime specialist in Australia. Because Kyrgios is, if he was playing singles, maybe he would be here. But Demon is the Australia's hope. All right. Also, I don't want to alarm anybody, but every match we've watched with an Australian involved, they've lost. So that's fun. I'm pretty sure we're 0-4 for watching Aussies this week. We watched Popperin. We watched Dasher. We watched Bolton. We watched Duckworth. And it's been bad. So we have to watch Demons so we actually get a win. There's no Cam curse. It's an Australian curse. Again, not my fault, your fault. Hey, Zero, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 5. Here we go, chat. Demon on a Friday night against the fantastic Frances. Big foe. Big show. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Serve in the back end of Foe. Back end from Demon. Goes long. Love 15. Hopefully the gifted members kill the curse. It's fine. There's no curse anyway. But thank you for the gifted. Don't need to kill anything. There's no curse. All right. Love 15. No worries, DC. As we're to serve now the forehand of Tiafoe. Forehand now from De Minaur is Tiafoe backhand cross court. Demon gets it. Tiafoe again to the backhand of Demon. Into that Tiafoe forehand is Demon. Cross court again. Tiafoe gets it. Demon forehand down the line. That's a good shot. Tiafoe gets it though. A slice from Demon goes into the forehand of Foe. To the backhand of Demon. Now in the line of the forehand of Foe. Demon with a slice. Foe comes in as Demon pass. Foe volley goes wide. Ooh. Foe's coming here to ruin the party. 15. Oh, yeah, party pooper tonight. 19 shot rally on the second point. 15-0. 15-0. By the way, to the person that said Demon or from Spain, his birthplace was Sydney, Australia. I don't believe that's in Spain. Unless there is a Sydney, Australia in Spain that I don't know of. 15-0. As Demon serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Foe. Forehand from Demon is in the net. 15-30. Cam doesn't do any predictions anymore. He avoids it, so Cam curses no more. Yeah, I don't do any predictions. Serve. It's a fault. Second serve. As De Minaur. Good second serve. Oh, Rublev's about to go down 2 sets of love. Oh, no. Schneider and Svitolina just started as well, by the way. 30-0. I mean, look, Cerundolo, Rublev, winner plays Zverev. Doesn't matter who plays Zverev. Cerundolo and Zverev have a weird rivalry. So I wouldn't mind that either. Fran versus Sasha is actually good. That goes in there by Foe. 40-30. If you know, you know. So if it's Cerundolo, it's not a bad matchup against Zverev. Rublev or Cerundolo, I'll take both. Zverev has to win, though. But Zverev has to win against Norrie, and then, yeah. Anyways, 40-30. Serving the back and forward. Return goes to forehand. Demon. Forward with a forehand cross court. Demon goes down the line. Tiafoe backhand on the stretch. Goes long. One love Demon. I don't know why, chat, but this just feels... Today, like most of the matches today, have just felt like a step up. This feels like a big match. Like this morning when we watched Umboko and Townsend, that felt the same, and it was. It ended up being epic. This has that same, like, this could be a classic. This could be match of the tournament. Like when De Minaur played Rublev. Remember that? Like, I think it was a fourth round a few years ago. And it was that crazy 5-setter. Kind of has that vibe. I think De Minaur lost, but, you know. Yeah, today's a new level. Yeah, it just feels... Everything's kind of... every third round it's supposed to get difficult, but... Just feels like we've had a lot of good, like, really, really big matches today. Is it a forehand from Foe? Demon goes down the line to the slice of Tiafoe. Demon slice again. As Tiafoe backhand into the forehand of De Minaur. Tiafoe forehand cross court. De Minaur gets it and hits it down the line for a winner. Love 15. Great shot from Demon. Love 15. Leighton approves. As the return goes in, the forehand of Tiafoe. De Minaur with a pass. Tiafoe volleys it away. Nice shot from Tiafoe. Oh, Fran's got a 2-sets-to-love lead. Rublev's in trouble. There's a fault from Foe. Second serve. As a return goes into the forehand of Foe. Forehand from Demon is Foe forehand again. The forehand of Demon. Foe with a with the backhand slice, but De Minaur puts it away. And it's 30. Sorry, 15 all. 15-30, sorry. Ace out wide from Foe. 30 all. 30 all. All right, as Foe puts it away. And it's 40-30. All right, Tiafoe holds. 1-1. Tiafoe's mum in the house. All right, 1-1. That goes in the net by Tiafoe, and it's 15 love. As Demon serves an ace out wide. 30 love. As Tiafoe return goes in the net, 40 love. $40 love Demon. As return goes to the 400 De Minaur. And Demon hits a winner. All right, 2-1 De Minaur in this first set. Is Rublev injured? No. He's just losing. All right. Norrie and Zverev have just started as well. So I've got... Now I have 3 matches on my screen. So if anything happens, I can keep you up to date with everything because I'm watching all of it. All right. 2-1 Demon. All right, Safin watching Rublev. All right, 2-1 De Minaur. So over to the back end of Demon. 400 from Tiafoe. That's going wide. Love 15. Tony Roach in the box for Leighton. For Demon with Leighton in the box as well. And Katie Boulder's there and just everybody. Yeah, Rublev breaks in the third. And Cerundolo's up 2 sets to love, but you wouldn't know it because he's getting pissed off. I feel like Fran's going to lose. I don't know. Cerundolo just not... I mean, he's down... He's up 2 sets to love and he's complaining. So that's never a good sign. All right, 15-0. As we just slice in the net by De Minaur. 30-15. All right, 30-15. As we return now to the back end of Tiafoe. Slice from De Minaur as Tiafoe forehand again to the back end of Demon. Back end of Foe. Into the forehand of De Minaur. As Tiafoe with the forehand down the line. De Minaur slices it back. Tiafoe forehand inside out. De Minaur gets it. Backing out from Tiafoe as we get a slice from Demon again. Tiafoe forehand in the net. Good hustle from Demon. And it's 30-0. All. Chance for Demon to get a break point here. Also, Svitolina has broken Schneider already. Norrie won the first game of the match against Sasha. All right, serve. Into the forehand of Demon. Return goes into the net. Good serve, Foe. 40-30. By the way, watching Rublev get the break, Rublev doesn't seem bothered by being down 2 sets to love. Like, he does not seem angry or annoyed or anything like that. He looks pretty calm. So that's good. He might be like, oh, I saw Medvedev come back. I can do that. Anyways, backhand pass, Tiafoe volley. De Minaur pass, Tiafoe drop volley. De Minaur gets it with a slice cross court. Slice from Tiafoe goes in. Demon with a forehand. Oh, it's in the net. That would have been a highlight of the day if that goes over. But it doesn't. 2-0. Our first rally of the night. God, Demon, he had a chance there. If he just gives that a little more height, it would have been a winner. Nice pickup by Demon. Yeah, Demon just gets a little bit higher, and it goes for a winner because Fro wasn't going to be getting that. All right, Demon to serve again. We're at 2-0. All right, backhand goes wide by Demon, love 15. Love 15.
Smiling imp.
I think you blunted for the $2. As we get... Oh, backhand out by Demon. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. As the return goes into the backhand of Demon, but no, Foe hit it long. Norrie's about to break Zverev. Oh, are you kidding me? Imagine De Minaur and Zverev lose. Both of them lose. Can you imagine if that happened? Nah, 15-30. Somebody don't clip that. All right. First serve's a fault, second serve. What's the record for 2 set to love deficits in a day? Comebacks in a day. All right. Demon gets the point. 30-0. Norrie breaks. Oh, no. Norrie breaks. Oh, no. Oh, it's all happening today. Today's the day, chat, where everything goes crazy. And there's a bit of fault, second serve. As a return from Foe goes to the slice. No. It was a let. Foe was saying it was way over the net, so that was... Foe wasn't convinced. Anyways, backhand Tiafoe into the backhand of Demon, or backhand Foe again to the backhand of Demon. He goes down the line to the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon, backhand again into the forehand of Tiafoe. Tiafoe hits it out, 40-30. Also, Kyrgios and Fernandez are teaming up for mixed doubles. They're losing. 40-30. Probably serve again. As the return goes nowhere, from... So the return goes in, but nowhere good from Demon. And we get to deuce. Okay. We get to deuce. Demon serves again. Fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the backhand of Demon. Slice from Tiafoe. Demon gets it back with a slice into the backhand of Foe. Demon backhand again. Foe goes again in the backhand of De Minaur into the backhand of Foe. As De Minaur with the backhand down the line. Tiafoe goes cross court. De Minaur gets it with his forehand to the backhand of Tiafoe. Demon down the line. Down the middle, sorry. As Demon now on the run. Tiafoe forehand cross court. Demon goes down the line with a forehand and Foe slices it wide. And the crowd go wild. Advantage Demon. Zverev is about to break back. All right, 19-shot rally. Another one. Add that to the list. Advantage Demon. Also, Schneider just broke back against Fedolina. A 3-all in their first set. All right, back to Demon. Advantage. He serves a fault. Second serve. Seven back in the Foe. Good return. Demon gets it back with a forehand into the backhand of Tiafoe. Demon forehand to the forehand of Foe. To the forehand of Demon off. Foe with the backhand now as Demon slices it back. Tiafoe slices that back as they go backhand to backhand slice. Now a drop shot Tiafoe in the net. Demon all gets the lead 3-2. Stays in front. As Zverev is trying to break back against Norrie 30-40. All right. And Rublev is up a break in the third, but he's down 2 sets to love. And the ladies at 3-all in their match. I'm not watching Demon. I'm watching Rublev play 5. Okay. Enjoy. Okay. 3-2. Tiafoe was already sweating like mad. He is drenched in sweat. Tiafoe. Oh, Norrie comes back on love 40 and gets the deuce. All right, 3-2. Three, two, De Minaur. Is that Harry Connick Jr.? Is that Harry Connick Jr.? Kind of stands out with the green jacket amongst all the white shirts. I think it is him, right? It was? I know people. He must be doing a show or something out here, like a TV show. I think he's like on The Voice or something. He's like a what is it? One of those Zverev breaks back. He's one of those coaches on one of those shows, one of the singing shows, I think. You know, the ones that they keep on making that nobody watches anymore. He was on the Idol, wasn't he? Didn't he coach? Wasn't he one of the judges on Idol? Maybe. Oh, he was a judge on Australian Idol. Huh. I mean, sure. All right, 30-15. Nice shot from Demon. By the way, Rublev also gets broken, and they're back on serve in the third set there. All right, forehand to forehand rally. As Tiafoe back into the backhand of De Minaur. Tiafoe back into the forehand of De Minaur. Into the backhand Tiafoe. That hits the tape, goes into the slice of Demon. Back into Tiafoe again. To the slice of De Minaur as Tiafoe with the forehand again to the backhand of Demon. Into the backhand Tiafoe. De Minaur forehand again goes long. Demon missed it. 40-15. Can I sing? No. Is Cam only Brit left? Yes. Yes. Maybe in doubles, but in singles, yes, I think so. All right, 40-15. Tiafoe to level again. Svitolina breaks again. Just breaks all round. I think I slightly prefer the voice of Australian Idol, but they are both on 7, so I watch both. Yeah, I don't watch TV, but I thought Australian Idol was. I loved Australian Idol when it was like started. It just takes. It's just just too much. It's still going. Why is it still going? Do the people that win Australian Idol or those shows anymore do anything? Are they famous? Do they do anything? Like, I know the original ones do, like Kelly Clarkson, but like, I don't think they do. Like, I don't know. Anyways, 40-30. As with a backhand from Demon into the backhand of Tiafoe. That's a winner down the line from Big Foe. 3-3. 3-all. So Zverev and Rublev are back on serve in their matches. And we are on serve here, 3-all. All right, back to De Minaur. 3-3. All right, 3-all. As we get a return into the forehand of De Minaur. Backing out from Tiafoe in the net. And it's 15-love. Love. And then an ace out wide from Demon. 30-love. Love. Schneider and Svitolina just hate holding serve. All right, double fault Demon, 30-15. $30-15. There's Demon on serves again. Into the backhand of Tiafoe. Backhand from Demon. Goes long. 30-all. 30 all. Cam, coffee, please. I don't make the coffee. What are you talking about? Do I look like a barista to you? Don't answer that. 30 all. There's a backhand return. Goes into the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon goes down the line. Up goes a lob by Tiafoe. Bounce smash Demon. No, he hits a forehand instead. Tiafoe's there with his backhand. Cross court the backhand of Demon. Crossed into the backhand of Tiafoe. They're just going backhand to backhand. As Big Foe goes down the middle of the forehand of Demon. Demon misses. We got a break point for Foe. 30-40. First break point of the night. And it goes to Tiafoe. Breakpoint Foe. Serving the forehand of Foe. Forehand from Demon down the line. Tiafoe backhand cross court as Demon goes down the line to the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon wins the point though. Tiafoe overhits it. And he's just kind of like, what was that? What was that? That was a bad shot. All right, deuce. Man, Big Foe is sweating. He is dripping with sweat. All right, deuce. As Demon serves, a fault. Second serve. As a return goes... No, it was a double fault. Okay. Advantage Tiafoe. Is that De Minaur's brother in the... Demon has a brother, doesn't he? Or does he have a sister? I know he has a sibling. Is that his brother in the front row? Next to the coaches? Anyways, advantage Tiafoe. Serve to the forehand of Foe. Good return. Demon gets it. Tiafoe, forehand, cross court goes wide. Missed again from Foe. Yeah, he's got two older brothers. I think. Wait, what? He has two older brothers? Oh, he has one older brother, one younger brother, and a sister. Oh, and three sisters. Wait, what the hell? What the hell? Is he part of the Brady Bunch? What the fuck? How many people live in, the house? He's got two brothers, three sisters. In this economy? It's crazy. That's wild. What the hell? Anyways, that doesn't answer the question. Is that his brother? Is that his brother? Advantage Demon. As that goes down the line of the forehand of De Minaur, cross court the forehand of Tiafoe. De Minaur wins a point. Foe goes wide. And Demon 4-3 first set. Might be, maybe not. Okay. 4-3. Demon stays in front. Zverev and Norrie only in the fourth game. It's going to be a long night. Yeah, I think we made the right choice. That match is crawling. Okay. Let's go, Zverev. Need to play aggressive. Stop hitting in the net. His opponent now, you play every time the same. Okay. All right, here we go. 4-3 Demon. He stays in front. Saves a couple of break points for the first time tonight. Let's see if Big Foe can keep it going. Nori and Zverev, to be fair, are playing high-quality tennis now. Oh, that's good. It's just long games. All right, 4-3. As Foe serves the fault, second serve. Serving with the forehand of De Minaur. De Minaur to out, 15 love. Zverev requested John Cain Arena. Interesting. Is that so we can play at night? Zverev is very much a nighttime player. He definitely likes the night conditions. I feel like Zverev's always playing like last match on the day, or he's playing first night match. Like, he seems to really love playing at night. I guess because it's slower and he can, his game is preferred to the slower conditions, maybe. He likes everything to be slowed down. Or maybe he's just super smart because he knows the final's at night, so he wants to play at the time of the final. Maybe that's what it is. So why would I play during the day? The final's at night. 15-0. Tiafoe serves again. John Cain Arena is his favorite court as well. There you go. 30-15. Rublev's having a medical timeout. What? Have a look. What's going on with Rublev? As we're back in from De Minaur into the front of Tiafoe. De Minaur back. Oh no! Foe hit it out! 30-0. Chance for Demon. $30-0. All right, serve again. As Tiafoe comes in. Demon with a passing shot winner. First break point for Demon tonight. Comes off a backhand winner down the line. Great hitting from De Minaur. Not a bad approach by Tiafoe. Demon just too good. Here we go. Breakpoint Demon. Foe serves. A fault. Second serve. In the back of the Demon, return goes to front of Tiafoe. De Minaur. Cross court again as Tiafoe goes into the front of Demon. They're just going cross court forehands at the moment. De Minaur still going in the front of Tiafoe. As De Minaur goes down the line now. Tiafoe with a backhand cross court. Now Demon slices it. Into that forehand of Tiafoe. De Minaur backhand down the line. Tiafoe hits it wide. Demon breaks. First chance he gets. 5-3 Demon. And he's going to serve for the set. De Minaur will serve for the set. Okay, 5-3. Demon serving for the set. As we're backing it from De Minaur. In a forehand Tiafoe. De Minaur forehand again to the slice of Tiafoe. Tiafoe in the net. 15 love. If temperatures were 40 degrees Celsius, Even if it closed the roof, does the match still go ahead? It's super hot regardless. Yeah, it will. If they shut the roof, and it'll be cold. That's just how... I don't know how it works, but that's how it works. 15 love? It's magic. Air conditioning. All right. Serve out wide the back and Foe. Foe hits a wide. 30 love. Norrie is 3-all with Zverev. Yeah, it'll be playable. It won't be cold, but it won't be like humid. It's not like Wimbledon and the US Open and those places. The Australian Open have a roof that's like super thick. So the problem with Wimbledon have and also the US Open is that their roof is one. I think it's not completely enclosed, but it's also transparent, so it lets the light in, so it does get hot and humid. The Australian Open have like a big, thick slab that closes, and it's like there's no way there's like any that. Well, it's also steel, so it's just a big lid, and it doesn't let any heat in. So yeah, so the chances of it getting hot inside is only if the aircon breaks. 30-15. Yeah, it's different at Wimbledon and the US. Wimbledon US Open have that transparent roof, which kind of heat things up when the sun hits it. But yeah, Rod Laver Arena has like a thick, bulletproof roof that no sun comes in. Is it a backhand rally? Down the line from Tiafoe. Demon hits it long. 30-all. So we should be okay. Yeah, it's going to be worse on Tuesday. But everybody will be inside, so it's fine. Everything's fine. All right, 30-all. As De Minaur with a great serve. And it's 40-30. All right, 40-30. Demon, set point. That goes in there on the return. De Minaur first set, 6-3. And I tell you, at 3-all in the middle of that set, De Minaur was in trouble. But then he holds, and then all of a sudden he wins the set. It changed so quickly. Okay. By the way, Ryan Harrison has the... It's almost like he's putting on a deep voice. We're at Rod Laver Arena, and you're like... But that's how he speaks. But he's very like... It sounds like he's like this the whole time. Like he's just like, well, you know, we're in the Melbourne. Like he just sounds like, I don't know, he sounds like he's standing like this when he talks. But he's just got like this crazy deep voice. Just has that like really like, yeah. But what that's how he talks. Svitolina in the first set tiebreak, she is. Yes, 2-0. Adelaide forecast is 43, 37, 45, 39, 36, 38, 39. Yeah, DJ, you should leave. Why are you in Adelaide? That's crazy. He's got like a rugby voice. Yeah. Do you have ice cream shop in deck just in case? Do you have an ice cream shop? Wait, what? What ice cream shop? Yeah, I'll probably get ice cream tomorrow. Big Foe's best performance at a slam was against Alcaraz at Wimbledon or Nadal at US? Nadal at the US, when he beat Nadal at the US. He didn't beat Alcaraz, so you can't say that's his best performance because he lost. 6-3. Beating Rafa at the 22. He was the only guy to beat Rafa in 2022 at the Slam. So, yeah, that one, 100%. 6-3. Tiafoe serving first in the second. It was a very close first set until De Minaur broke. Rublev is losing badly. As he serves the next down the tee, Tiafoe. 15-love. As return goes into the forehand of Tiafoe. Forehand now from Demon as Tiafoe goes to the backhand of Demon. And to the backhand of Tiafoe. Now to the forehand of De Minaur. Cross court in the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon goes down the line with his forehand. Slice from Foe. Demon volleys a winner. 15-0. He closes the net well. 15-0. Oh, amazing. Serves a fault. Tiafoe, second serve. As the return goes into the net from Demon, 30-15. Zverev was having a heated discussion with the umpire about his rackets. Is it because they went to the racket, the stringer, and they didn't come back? Or they're taking too much time? That happens. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. As the return goes to the forehand of Tiafoe. Backhand now from De Minaur. As Tiafoe backhand again to the backhand of Foe. Tiafoe goes down the line to the forehand of De Minaur as Tiafoe overhits it on the forehand. It's 30-all. All. It is why? Okay, that makes sense. That he's pissed off that the rackets aren't coming back quick enough. He's got the rackets now? Okay. Cerundolo is one game away from beating Rublev and taking on the winner as Zverev and Norrie as Tiafoe serves an ace. 40-30. Okay, 40-30. As it a serve. Into the back of De Minaur. Slice from Tiafoe. Demon slices it back. We'll go backhand to backhand slice. And then De Minaur hits it long on his slice. And it's 1-love Tiafoe in the second. So Svitolina just won the first set. And Rublev serving to stay in the match. And Norrie and Zverev are 4-all. I think Nadal loved AO the most after French, but he had special matches at Wimbledon. Maybe. Only he can answer that. One love Tiafoe in the second. As De Minaur wins the first point, 15-love. All right, there's a bit of forehand now from Demon in the net. All right, De Minaur 15-all. First serve the fault, second serve. As Demon double faults, 15-30. $15.30. As the return goes in the net by Tiafoe, 30-all. All right, Cerundolo is about to win the match. And take out Zverev in straight sets. That is very impressive. All right, 40-30. Good hitting from Demon. All right, serve again. As we default second serve. As we back in from Demon or down the line of the forehand to Tiafoe. Demon on the stretch. Into the forehand of Foe. Foe hits it wide, and we are 1-all in the second. Wow. Cerundolo wins. You mean Rublev? Sorry, Rublev's losing. Not Zverev. Cerundolo takes out Rublev. I'm just talking about in the next round when, Zverev and Cerundolo play. I was talking about the next round. In the next round. Because Cerundolo just won. So he's now going to play Zverev most likely in the next round. Maybe. In the next round. I was just saying the next round. 1-all. As Tiafoe forehand inside out winner. 15-love. Cerundolo is taking out Rublev, yeah. All right, 15-love. As the return goes forehand of Tiafoe. Forehand from De Minaur into the forehand of Tiafoe. De Minaur backhand cross court. Tiafoe gets it. The backhand of Demon. Tiafoe pushes it wide. He thought it was out by De Minaur, but hit the line. 15-all. All right, first serve was a fault from Tiafoe. Second serve. It's Zverev and Norrie at 5-all in the first set of their match. As the return goes to forehand to Foe. Forehand from Demon down the line. Tiafoe slice. Demon volleys. Tiafoe puts up a lob. Demon over the smash. Tiafoe gets it back. It's Demon. Forehand down the line. Tiafoe slices it cross court. Demon with a drop shot. Tiafoe with a drop shot. But Demon hit it away. Tiafoe ran backwards after the drop shot. And De Minaur made him pay 15-30. Rublev has actually done better at this than last year. He's been playing better. Well, yeah, last year he lost in the first round. All right. Man, Tiafoe. He hit the drop shot and ran backwards. Not do that. You got to hit the drop shot and run forwards. And at the very least, you distract your opponent. You can't run backwards and leave the court open. That's crazy. It's like he hit the drop shot and then instantly regretted his decision and was trying to run away from his problems. 15-30. Never works. Serve out wide the backhand of De Minaur as we're backhand again from Tiafoe. 4-4 now as they go cross court. Again to forehand of De Minaur as he goes down the line. The backhand of Tiafoe. Demon slice into the backhand of Foe as Demon with the backhand again to the forehand of Foe as Demon backhand again to the forehand of Foe. De Minaur. Forehand cross court in the net. Ooh, he went for it. But he missed it. 30-all. Big point for Foe here. He serves. Into the forehand of De Minaur. Tiafoe forehand to the backhand of Demon. Into the forehand of Tiafoe. De Minaur backhand down the line. Oh, it just missed. He went for the winner and he missed. 40-30. Tiafoe to stay in front. All right. Big Foe, 40-30. Serve. Into the backhand of Demon. Tiafoe backhand down the line. Demon with a pass. Tiafoe drop shot, but it's not good enough. And Demon puts it away. He's too quick. And we get to deuce. Demon's too quick for that. Okay. All right, here we go. Deuce. As with a forehand rally. Now a forehand again from Tiafoe down the line in the net. Advantage De Minaur. All right. Advantage Demon to break in the second. As he serves the fault. Second serve. As a return from Foe. Goes to forehand Demon or Tiafoe backhand into the backhand slice of Demon. And with a slice from Tiafoe again, the backhand slice of Demon. Or he goes down the line. Tiafoe gets it back with the cross-court forehand. Demon! Forehand goes long. And it's deuce. Deuce. Seven the backhand of De Minaur. Return goes in. Tiafoe forehand in the net. Advantage Demon. Advantage De Minaur. To get the break in the second. All right. Foe serves again. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As De Minaur returns the backhand to Tiafoe, sliced into the backhand of Demon. Sliced the backhand of Tiafoe. Now De Minaur slice again. Foe. Backhand down the line. De Minaur gets on the stretch. Tiafoe in control. Forehand inside out. De Minaur with a lob. Tiafoe with a smash. Demon gets it. Tiafoe backhand cross court. Demon's back in the rally. As Foe. Forehand again to the backhand of De Minaur as Foe. Backhand again to the backhand of Demon. They go backhand to backhand. De Minaur goes down the line. Tiafoe forehand cross court. De Minaur gets it just. Tiafoe down the line. Goes wide. We're going to break for Demon. What a rally. 22 shots. And he steals the break. Zverev breaks as well. All right, 2-1 Demon. What a rally to do it too. You knew once Tiafoe didn't put it away that it was going to be Demon's point. Like, you have to put that smash away, otherwise Demon's coming back. All right, 2-1. Yeah, Zverev serving the first set against Norrie. But man, Demon is just so quick. So quick. Svitolina is 92-4 when she wins the first set of Grand Slam. Okay. That's crazy. That's a crazy stat. So she's going to win today. All right, 2-1 De Minaur in the second. He's got a set and a break. As De Minaur gets a 15 love. $15 love. As the return from Tiafoe goes wide, 30 love. As we get a return long by Foe, 40 love. Looks like Zverev's about to win the second set, or the first set. As with a backhand rally. Now Tiafoe with a forehand. De Minaur gets it into the slice of Foe. Demon backhand down the line again. Now Foe's in trouble. As Demon forehand goes down the line. Tiafoe pass. Demon volley. Too good. 3-1 Demon. Zverev wins the first. All right. De Minaur up a set and a break. Kind of cruising. Why aren't you cheering for Demon as he is an Aussie? Good one. All right. Setting a break for Demon. All right. 3-1 De Minaur. As the backhand return goes back into Tiafoe. De Minaur slice in the net. 15 love. As a backhand slice from Tiafoe into the slice of Demon. Foe backhand down the line, goes long, and it's 15-0. Uh, 15-0. As we return in the net by De Minaur, 30-15. As we default second serve. Something tells me that tomorrow Rod Laver Arena might have more matches on it. I think they might put some doubles matches on because if Sinner beats Spizzirri in like 2 hours, they got 5 hours between matches potentially. Same with the other courts. So I reckon because it's going to be hot tomorrow, and if they close the roof and they don't play outside, I reckon some doubles matches might get promoted. Just a hunch. All right, 40-15. Svitolina's up a set and a break. Against Schneider. As the return gets back into Tiafoe 4 now from Demon. Into the corner Foe. Foe hits winner. 3-2 Demon in the second. Set and a break. Ooh. Okay. Zverev, by the way, he won the first set. Also, Andreeva taking on Ruse after this. And Bublik is playing as well. De Minaur is just playing very well right now. I'm sure he will hold his service game, win the set. Yeah, he's just playing really solid, Demon. I mean, he's not giving Tiafoe any errors, not giving Tiafoe anything to play with. And Big Foe's making errors when he needs to be patient. All right. 3-2. Demon comes to the net. Up goes a lob by Foe. Goes in. Bounce smash cross court by Demon into the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon on the baseline. As they go backhand to backhand. Tiafoe forehand goes down to the forehand of Demon. As Tiafoe forehand again to the forehand of Demon. Tiafoe slice in the net. Nice hitting from Demon. $15 love. Serve again. As De Minaur backhand into the backhand of Tiafoe. De Minaur slice. Into the forehand of Tiafoe. Tiafoe on the net. 30 love. $30 love. As Demon serves a fault. Second serve. As the return goes to forehand of De Minaur. Backing out from Tiafoe. Demon with a slice. Into the backhand of Tiafoe. De Minaur slice again. Into the forehand of Foe as De Minaur backhand down the line. Tiafoe gets with the forehand cross. Demon down the line to the backhand of Foe. Volley from Demon. Tiafoe with a lob. Oh, it's in. De Minaur runs back. He gets it with a forehand. Tiafoe stayed back. Why'd he do that? Demon forehand down the line is out. Tiafoe got lucky. That's the second time he's hit either a lob or a drop shot and not followed it in. He got away with it that time, though. That was not a good play. As Demon serves an ace. 40-15. All right, De Minaur. 40-30. All right, 40-30 as Demon tries to consolidate. First serve is a fault. As the backhand goes down the line from Demon, that's too good. De Minaur 4-2 in the second. All right, De Minaur hits it out in the return, 15 love. As with a forehand rally, Tiafoe goes down the middle to the back of the Demon. Tiafoe with a forehand cross court goes out, 15-all. All right, 15-all. As we get a backhand from De Minaur on the stretch. Tiafoe goes cross-court with the forehand. De Minaur's going to get it. As Tiafoe backhand cross-court in the net. 15-30. Demon is just too good. 15-30. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the forehand to Tiafoe. Forehand out from De Minaur on the stretch. Tiafoe backhand cross court. De Minaur puts up a lob. But Tiafoe puts it away. 30-all. Thirty-all. Serve again. As Tiafoe double faults. 30-40. As with a backhand Demon down the line to the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon goes cross court with a forehand. Tiafoe goes down the line. De Minaur backhand open court. Tiafoe's there. Into the slice of De Minaur as Tiafoe backhand again down the line. Now Demon's gone for a run as we had a backhand rally. Now down the line to the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon gets it. Into the forehand of Foe as Demon backhand down the line. That's a great shot. And Foe in the net. Foe's on the ground. 5-2 Demon. He's floored Tiafoe. He's dominating. Demon's asking if he's all right. And Tiafoe says, I'm fine. Except I'm losing. You're beating me up on the scoreboard. 5-2. This is getting out of hand. And yeah, Tiafoe's like, what do I do? All right. How we doing, chap? If this keeps going, we might be able to watch Zverev and Norrie's second set. De Minaur is just playing much better right now. Yeah, he's just playing just way more consistent. Last time they played, I mean, they did play last year. It was a 3-setter. So I was going to say last time they played it was a while back, but not really. They played in Canada last year, and Demon won in 3. So, yeah. Alcaraz was hitting too deep at points at Wimbledon final because Sinner was impenetrable at the baseline. Cool. Okay. Tiafoe, so De Minaur is serving for the second. Tiafoe in trouble. All right. De Minaur serves a fault. Second serve. Let's see, double faults. Love 15. Serve again. Into the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon goes with a forehand into the backhand of Tiafoe. As Demon forehand to the forehand of Tiafoe. And Demon gets out hit. Tiafoe, love 30. All right, as Big Foe hits that out, 15-30. All right, 30 all as that goes in from Demon on the serve. Good serve, 30 all. As the return goes down the line from Foe, Demon gets it back with a slice, but it's long. Okay. Tiafoe gets a break back point, but he's still down a break, so he's got to get two. He's got to get 2 breaks back. All right, 30-40. Backhand return goes to forehand to De Minaur. Tiafoe again to the forehand to De Minaur as Tiafoe with the backhand. Cross court the backhand to Demon. Forehand now from Foe. Into the backhand to Demon again, the forehand to Foe. As with a backhand cross court from Demon. Foe goes backhand again. De Minaur gets it on the stretch, but he hits it out, and Demon still has a break, but Foe gets one back. 5-3. Svitolina and Schneider breaking each other back and back and back. Oh, man. Anyways, Foe gets one of the breaks back. As with a 4-4 rally. And eventually that goes out by Tiafoe. Love 15. Love 15. As we're serving in the forehand is a fault second serve. Norrie's at deuce in the 5th game of the second set against Zverev. All right, as Foe gets 15-0. $15-all. As the serve goes down the tee for an ace. All right, 30-15. 30-15. All right, 30-15. As it a forehand now to the backhand of Demon. Backhand from Tiafoe to the backhand of De Minaur as Tiafoe in the net. 30-all. As we return now to the backhand of Tiafoe. Demon with a slice forehand. Tiafoe cross-court forehand. Demon gets it, but it's in the net. Good play by Foe. 40-30. All right, serve. To the backhand, forehand of De Minaur. Backhand now from Tiafoe in the net. And we get to deuce. As a return goes to the backhand of Tiafoe. He comes to the net now. Demon ports a lob up, but it's long. Advantage Foe. Advantage Tiafoe. To get a little bit closer in this comeback. Tiafoe holds. Okay. Tiafoe holds. All right, but Demon also does a break. What's going on, chat? Where are we watching from? Where are we watching from? Okay. Zverev hits another insane forehand down the line. But yeah, he's trying to break. That match is getting grindy, but Zverev is winning, so. Okay. All right, Svitolina, by the way, serving for the match against Schneider. All right, De Minaur serving for the second. 15 love. All right, 15 love. All right. As De Minaur goes down the line of the net. It's 15-0. All right, 30. So 15-0. As Demon serves again. A nice serve at Demon. All right, 30-15. As De Minaur serves again. Into the backhand of Tiafoe. De Minaur with a forehand. That's a winner, 40-15. Set points Demon to take the second. Okay. 40-15 for a 2-sets-to-love lead. Serve. Into the back of the foe. Return goes in the net. There it is. 2-sets-to-love. 2-sets-to-love. For Alex De Minaur. He is cruising, and Svitolina just got the win as well. So Svitolina is through. Who does Svitolina play? Svitolina will play against somebody. Oh, she'll play against either Andreeva or Ruse. And De Minaur, if he wins this match, he will take on Bublik or Etcheverry. Okay. And Norrie is hanging on to the lead in the second. Okay. All right. This is way too easy. It's fine. I'm not complaining. I just thought it'd be a longer match. After this, that's it. We're done. That is the day done. And then tomorrow, we have a pretty big day tomorrow. So it might not be the worst thing to just kind of get through today. Yeah. All the Alexes are playing today. De Minaur, Zverev, Bublik. Yeah. All right, here we go. Tiafoe. We're serving first in the third. Has De Minaur ever played them before? Yeah, he lost to Bublik at Roland Garros last year. But he did, and he also lost him in Paris last year. Shit. But he did beat him in Indian Wells 2 years ago. But yeah, Bublik is not a good player for him to play. He's lost the last 2 times. It's 5 matches they've played, 3-2 in favor of Demon. But Demon hasn't won for 2 years. Bublik's won the last 2, so that's not good. Now, Demon versus Etcheverry is 2-1 Demon. He won 2 matches on the last year against him, so that's good. But Echeverry did beat him at Roland Garros in 2023, but that was a while back. So, yeah, if you're a De Minaur fan, you'd much rather Echeverry than Bublik, clearly. And that makes sense right now, too, because of the rankings and everything. Okay. Love 15. As De Minaur forehand down the line at the backhand of Tiafoe. Demon into the forehand of Tiafoe. As De Minaur forehand again to the forehand of Tiafoe. And Foe hits a winner down the line. All right, 15-all. Sorry, Cam, if it comes down to Bublik versus De Minaur, I got to go Bublik. Well, it's fine. Australians don't watch this channel anyway. If I want Bublik to play Alcaraz, so I'm with you. If it's Bublik versus De Minaur, I want Bublik to get to the quarters and play Alcaraz, because I think Alcaraz versus Demon is not as good. I think Bublik Alcaraz is more interesting. We saw Alcaraz versus Demon, and also I just don't want to see De Minaur get destroyed. Like, there's no joy in him making the quarterfinals and getting embarrassed like he did last year. I'd much rather him lose in 5 to Bublik in fourth round and then get Bublik to play Alcaraz than him get to the quarters and get embarrassed. Like, I don't want De Minaur to play Alcaraz. I don't want it. I don't like it. I'm scared. 15-30. Just sucks that he's in that quarter again. If he was in the other quarter, if he was in Djokovic's quarter, I'd much rather it. But he had to be in Alcaraz's quarter again. Sinner or Alcaraz? Why? Every time. Why not? Why can't play Zverev? All right, 15-30. So yeah, I'd rather see Bublik versus Alcaraz. Also because I think the matchup's more interesting on the hard courts, the fast hard courts. All right, 15-40. Like Bublik with a fast serve on the fast hard courts is fun. All right, good hitting there from Demon. 15-40. Break points. As the return goes in, the forehand of Tiafoe, forehand from De Minaur down the line. The backhand of Tiafoe, he goes cross-court. The backhand of De Minaur, as we get a backhand again from Demon. Tiafoe backhand again, the backhand of Demon. Demon hits a winner down the line. And this is turning out to be really easy, which I'm fine with. I thought I'd lose my voice after this, but it's very, very simple. I'm not having to scream and shout because it hasn't been that close. 2 sets to love and a break. All right, 2 sets of love and a break. Could this be the year for Demon? You must have just got here. All right, De Minaur, 2 sets to love and a break. All right, as we're back in now to the forehand of Demon. Demon's just hitting winners everywhere. All right, 15 love. $15 love. As we slice from Tiafoe, that goes out. 30 love. As the return goes in the forehand of Demon. And Tiafoe with a passing shot. And Demon got a racket to it, but he couldn't do anything with it. Third to 15. Cam Williams. What do you do after this match? Sleep? Or do you ever go out between matches and enjoy the sun? Why'd you use my full name? That's weird. 40-15. It's very formal. Well, after this match, it's Friday night, so I'm going to go party. Because that's normal. It's Friday night. It's 9 o'clock. I'll go get ready, go out, come back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be okay. And we'll do it all again. Anyways, lob goes up by Tiafoe. Bounce smash Demon. Puts it away. 2 love. Oh, Zverev's in trouble in that fourth set. Sorry, fucking... What? What fourth set? Second set! He's losing, he's in trouble. There's no way he's in the fourth set. They've only been playing an hour. All right, Demon. 2 sets to love and a break. All right. Forehand goes in the backhand of Tiafoe. Demon goes down the line. Tiafoe gets it back. Demon. Forehand goes wide. 15 love. That's like when you were in trouble with your parents and they call you by your full name, including middle name. I don't know what that feels like. I've never been in trouble. 15 love. $15 love. As we get a fault from Tiafoe, second serve. Cam can't enjoy the sun because he's a vampire. No, it's a choice. Uh, 15-0. Tiafoe serves. Into the forehand of De Minaur. Return goes long. 30-15. All right, serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of De Minaur. Back into Tiafoe to the slice of Demon. As Tiafoe forehand in the net. It's 30-0. This is getting tricky for Foe. Really tricky. Surely Cam walks his dog? Of course. It's a joke. 30-0. As we're serving to the forehand of Demon, and then De Minaur hits it in the net. 40-30. As Tiafoe serves. Into the back of the De Minaur. Tiafoe slice. Goes out. And we get to deuce. Now, chat, we have a choice. Because this match kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie. This match kind of stinks. I was expecting this to be a lot closer. I mean, I'm glad De Minaur's winning, but it's not really that fun. It's kind of been a bit boring. It's a little too easy. But lucky for us, there's another match happening that we could watch. Somebody in the crowd, something's happened. What's going on? Umpire's on the phone. Yeah, I thought Foe would be a bit more. I mean, we didn't even get a tiebreak, so we haven't even had a tiebreak. That's what I was expecting, at least a tiebreak. This is why we don't watch Aussies. I think something in the crowd's happening. So we're just seeing what's happening. Hopefully they're all right. Oh, is it the scoreboard up the top that's being all funky, is it? I think it might be the scoreboard. I think one of the scoreboards is on. Yeah, it's one of the scoreboards up the top is not changing back to the whatever it is. They're having a scoreboard malfunction, that's what it is. The scoreboard at the top is not going back to the advertising, it's flickering. There's breaking emergency. No, not sure what it is. Yeah, it's the it's one of the scoreboard, like one of the screens up the top is not. I think that's what it is. It's like it's flickering, like it's maybe that's what it is. Or maybe not, because there's other ones that are doing. Oh no, it must be that. It might, because they're showing it. It is distracting, like unless that's always on. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's one of the screen. If it's not one of the screens, it's someone in the crowd. But I think it's a screen. It's just not. It's just a little distracting. So yeah, well, this is the most interesting thing that's happened so far. Get a good angle of the umpire's shoe. Nope, and her hands. It's creepy. What a creepy camera angle. Wide angled, and you just see her fingers. You're like, ah, what the hell is that? It's scary. Norrie held. Could be second set points loading. Well, yeah, Zverev's almost about to lose the second set. So if this match ends, we can go watch that match. And again, the umpire is on the phone. I'm not sure if it is... Again, I'm not sure if it's something in the crowd going on or if it's like something has happened to the crowd or if... It might be someone in the crowd because they've got the scoreboards around the courts are all on. So I don't know. Maybe it is someone in the crowd. Maybe it is something in the crowd. So hopefully they're all right. They said someone's unwell? Okay. Yeah. At first I thought it was maybe the screen, but yeah. Zverev's down set point in the second. Zverev is down set point. And he loses this. Oh, no. No. Oh, chat. Look, there's a 50-50 chance that we're going to be wrong. And Zverev is in trouble. Norrie takes the second. I did say Zverev in 4, so... This Osaka Castell thing's got way out of hand. Has it, though? I feel like most people are over it. That was yesterday's news. Today, it's all about... I don't know. All right, here we go. We're back. Tiafoe at advantage to hold. And get on the board here in this set as he serves a let. Served in a tee. Demon hits it back. And Tiafoe puts it away. Okay, that might have been the break the break that Tiafoe needed. Just to reset a little bit. 2-1 Demon. TikTok's going crazy with it. Is TikTok the Twitter with videos? Like only caring about drama and is that what TikTok is? I don't use TikTok. I feel like it would go crazy on TikTok because that's a drama. Isn't that like a drama filled? Isn't all most of that about drama? Dancing and drama? Brain rot, yeah. All right, De Minaur 2 sets 11 a break. It's really not that. I mean, it's been talked about to death. Few second clips of dancing and drama. Yeah. Zverev hasn't been as solid in the early rounds of Australian Open last year. Well, Norrie's a tough player though. He's a tricky player. Okay. 2-1, De Minaur with the lead. Let's see if that break in play helps Tiafoe at all, though. As the return goes the forehand of De Minaur. Up goes a lob by Foe. It goes long for 15 love. 15 love. Serve again. As a De Minaur forehand winner, 30 love. As with a fault second serve. As we go back into backhand rally, Tiafoe again to the backhand of Demon. Tiafoe again to the backhand of Demon. Or is Tiafoe with the forehand down the line. Backhand again from Demon as Tiafoe hits it wide on the backhand, and it's 40 love. Can we cover Norrie's game after? Yeah, if this goes 3 sets, we'll go watch Zverev Norrie. First serve default, second serve. As a return from Tiafoe to the backhand of De Minaur. Tiafoe backhand again to the slice of Demon. As Foe forehand to the forehand of Demon. Again to the forehand of Foe. As De Minaur into the Tiafoe forehand. And then De Minaur forehand inside out. Tiafoe with the net. 3-1 Demon. All right. How hard is it to keep up with Grand Slam tennis in 1 week for you? Week 1. How hard? What do you mean keep up? I think we keep up with it pretty well. Backhand in the net from Demon, 15 love. I mean, I wouldn't mind Tiafoe coming back and winning this set just to make it a little more interesting. Give us something to get excited about. It's been a very exciting day. And this match has kind of ruined it. Even though De Minaur's winning, which is great. It's great, but it's also boring. I love. If I knew it was going to be straight sets, I would have watched Zverev. 30 love. Do you cover also matches at the Philippines Open? Probably, yeah. We'll probably watch that a little bit. First serve, the fault, second serve. As we're backhand from De Minaur into the backhand of Tiafoe. De Minaur down the line. Goes long, and it's 40 love. Love. Serve again. To the back of the Demon. Tiafoe slice. De Minaur forehand goes long. All right. Tiafoe holds. Still down a break in this third set. Cam's happiness and enthusiasm isn't based on whether Aussies do well. He is genuinely calling thrilling matches. Yeah, look, I'm happy an Australian's winning, but at the end of the day, I'm a tennis fan. I'm a fan of the sport. So seeing a boring match just because an Australian's winning, if it's a boring match, it's a boring match. Like it's too one-sided. I'd much rather be watching a 5-setter without an Aussie than a 3-set Aussie win. This is like, whatever. My tennis fandom is ahead of my patriotism. Like, I'm patriotic, but I'd much rather a good match. Tennis fan before Australian. Over Australian. All right, 3-2. Demon with a 2 sets of love and a break. And he really hasn't been in trouble at all in this match. It's been too easy. Tiafoe really hasn't made him well, he made him sweat a little bit in the second, but it was too late. At 5-2 down as we had a backhand rally. Tiafoe in the net, 15 love. All right. There's a bit of fault, second serve. As a backhand rally. Tiafoe again at the backhand of De Minaur. Backhand of Tiafoe down the line to the forehand of Demon. Into the forehand of Foe as De Minaur again to the forehand of Tiafoe. But Tiafoe hit it wide. 30 love. As we just serve again from Demon. Zverev breaks. As we return now from Demon down the line of the backhand slice of Tiafoe. De Minaur slice. As Tiafoe backhand again, the backhand of Demon. Into the backhand Tiafoe. De Minaur with the forehand. Into the forehand of Tiafoe. Again to the forehand of Demon. Tiafoe with the backhand goes long. And it's 40 love. I can tell you this. If Demon or Bublik doesn't happen, we're not watching Demon in the next one. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. I'm not watching Demon or Echeverry. I'll only watch De Minaur versus Bublik. 40 love. Forehand goes into the backhand of Tiafoe. Tiafoe hits it out. 4-2. 4-2 in the third. All right, 2-1 Zverev in the third at 1 set all. In another match. And Bublik at Echeverry just started. It's 1-1. It is 1 set all. Over there. By the way, even the crowd are not really that excited. Maybe the crowd thought this would be better as well. They're kind of like, yay, Damon's winning, but they're all like, but he's doing it really easily and there's not much to yell about because it's kind of boring. Like even the atmosphere is not like super exciting. Okay, 15 love. It's funny that all the Alexes are playing. Yeah, we just needed Eala to play. And she would have played today had she have won. She would have taken on Lynette if Alex Eala had won. And it would have been at night, probably. Forehand. All right, we back? Are we back? This is Australia. I say one bad thing about Australia. Like I said, this match sucks, and then the internet cuts out. Are we back? One in the chat if we're back. Are we back? Are we back? Did we even leave? We never left. All right, 15-0. I say one thing about this match boring, and then the internet cuts out. Coincidence? As a backhand cross court. Into the backhand of De Minaur. Backhand from Tiafoe. Into the backhand of Demon. Down the line of the forehand of Tiafoe. De Minaur in control. He goes down the line. Tiafoe the pass. Demon volley. Big foe forehand. Winner. Finally, Tiafoe does something. Finally, Tiafoe does something special. he hasn't been playing that well at all. But he finally does something worth celebrating. 30-15. Yeah, the internet went to sleep as well. It's like, oh, Demon's winning. No, we're still at work. Internet. We got to stay on. Anyway, serving the forehand of Demon. Forehand of Tiafoe to the back end of Demon. Demon hits it out. 40-15. 40-15. As we get a let. (40-15) as Tiafoe serves a fault. Second serve. As it'll find down the line of the backhand of De Minaur. And then Tiafoe down the line with the backhand. Comes in, puts away the forehand. Okay. Tiafoe holds. He holds, but he's still down a break in the third. All right. Tiafoe holds, but De Minaur still has the 4-3 lead. Okay. Yeah, Tiafoe's changed his coaches a lot recently. Okay. Four, 3. Back to Demon. All right. As it a forehand. Into the backhand slice of Tiafoe. And then Demon down the line. Tiafoe hits it long. And it's 15 love. Love. All right. As Tiafoe hits a winner 15-0. All right, here we go. Okay, 15-0. As Tiafoe goes to the final De Minaur. De Minaur hits it out. Okay. Serve. Oh, people are cheering while De Minaur's trying to serve. Okay. All right, return goes into the slice of De Minaur. Forehand from Tiafoe. As De Minaur backhand again, the forehand foe. As with a forehand from De Minaur again to the backhand of Tiafoe. De Minaur with his backhand down the line. Tiafoe gets it back. Demon forehand again. As Tiafoe forehand to forehand with De Minaur. Again for the forehand of Tiafoe. De Minaur goes down the line. Tiafoe there with a backhand. And then Demon down the line with his backhand. Tiafoe forehand cross court. De Minaur gets it. Tiafoe forehand cross court goes wide. All right, 30-0. Tiafoe just pushing it wide. We serve out wide the forehand of Tiafoe. Forehand from De Minaur down the line. Tiafoe's there with the backhand. Demon gets a forehand, but it goes long. $30-40. Okay. Serve. The fault. This might be the last chance for Foe. Second serve. To the backhand of Tiafoe. Backhand of De Minaur into the backhand of Tiafoe. Demon with a slice. Tiafoe with a forehand inside out to the backhand of Demon. Demon hits it out. What? And Tiafoe breaks back. 4-all in the third. Finally. Finally, something's happening. We have some sort of a match. Okay, let's see if Foe can get the lead. Serve. Is a fault. Second serve. As a return, goes into the forehand of Foe. Forehand out from Demon. Again to the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon or wins a point. Tiafoe hits it out. Love 15. Love 15. There's a return. Nope, that's a fault again. Second serve. Into the forehand of De Minaur. Return the backhand of Tiafoe. De Minaur backhand. Cross court the backhand of Tiafoe. Tiafoe in the net. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. As Tiafoe serves again. Down the tee, the backhand of De Minaur. Return goes in the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon forehand again to the forehand of Foe. As De Minaur forehand again to the forehand to Tiafoe. De Minaur goes down the line. Tiafoe's there with a backhand. Into the slice of De Minaur. Tiafoe backhand again. Into the backhand of De Minaur. As Tiafoe forehand cross court. De Minaur gets it but hits it to the net. 15-30. All right, serve. The fault. Second serve. Serving to the back end of Demon. Tiafoe back into the slice of De Minaur. As Tiafoe forehand goes wide. And it's 15-40. Demon to get the break again and serve the match. God, that was short-lived. All right, 15-40. All right, break points. Foe serves. Big serve down the tee. It's one. 30-40. 30-40. Serve again. As the return goes in for Tiafoe. 4 now from De Minaur. In the net. Oh, bad. That was De Minaur. So Tiafoe, very lucky. Very lucky. He hit the baseline with that approach, and it was good enough. That could have been easily gone long. All right, first serve, the fault, second serve. And so a turn. Goes in the forehand of Tiafoe. Back in forehand from De Minaur into the slice of Tiafoe. Demon forehand cross court. Tiafoe gets it. Demon forehand again. As Tiafoe goes in the line, De Minaur's there with a backhand cross. Into the backhand of Tiafoe. De Minaur on the attack. As Foe changes direction. Here we go. Forehand to forehand rally. As De Minaur gets it down the line of the backhand of Tiafoe to the backhand of De Minaur as we have a forehand of Tiafoe. Great shot. Demon slice goes long. Advantage Foe. Even the crowd's sort of like, yeah, let's do something. Advantage Tiafoe. Good rally. The crowd are kind of like, well, we want Demon to win, but we also want this to be fun because we paid a lot of money to be here. I'm not sure if it was hundreds or thousands, but they definitely sent a lot of money. Okay. Advantage Foe to get the lead. Serve. It's a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Demon. Into that Tiafoe backhand. De Minaur backhand down the middle. As Tiafoe with the forehand of the backhand of De Minaur. Into the forehand of Tiafoe. De Minaur forehand of the stretch. Tiafoe down the line. As De Minaur gets with the backhand. Tiafoe down the line backhand again. De Minaur gets there, but it's in the net. And Big Foe takes the lead. All right. And the crowd's going for him too. They're cheering him. They're giving him love. Get rid of all of them. All those traitors. Where are they? All those people dancing. What the hell are you doing here? Get out of here. This is Demon's house. What are you doing in his house? All right. Get him out of here. All right. 5-4. Also, Zverev's up 5-3 in the third against Norrie. So he's almost up 2-1. Here we go, Chad. Be careful what you wish for. Whoops. Okay. We need a match. I know. We've been sitting here just like... It might be one of those matches where Tiafoe does well in the third and then you lose the fourth. It's like... It didn't make any difference. A consolation. Who knows? At least we've got something to talk about. Has Tiafoe come back from 2 sets to love down is the question. I'm sure he has. I'm sure Foe's come back from 2 sets down before. By the way, why do they call the Australian Open a happy slam? Because everyone's happy, or... Is that true? Who named it the happy slam? So he's only ever come back once from 2 sets to love down. It was at Wimbledon a couple of years ago. He came back against Rinaldi in the first round from 2 sets to love down. As Tiafoe hits a return winner, it's love 15. So yeah, only once out of 21 attempts, he's come back from 2 sets to love down. Okay. Love 15. As De Minaur backhand cross court, Tiafoe slice, De Minaur forehand again, inside out winner, beautiful shot. 15-0. Happy slam because it's a reunion for players after a long break. Okay. That's a good call. Roger called it the happy slam and it stuck. Oh, so Roger gets to decide. All right. That's Roger's choice. Roger called it that one time, so everybody's like, oh, well, we have to do what Roger says. Is that what happened? Anyway, it's 15-0. Oh, Roger. God, aren't we over him? He retired already. Just let's move on. Tiafoe hits it out 30-15. God, sick of that guy. Come on. Yeah, it's 30-15. $30-15. Zverev's about to win the third. As Demon serves. Zverev wins the third. All right, serve. Into the backhand. Tiafoe in the net, 40-15. All right, 40-15. De Minaur to level at 5-all in the third. He serves. Tiafoe returns. Goes long. 5-5. Good hold from Demon. 5-all. Yeah, Zverev's up 2 sets to 1 now. Against Norrie. And Echeverry, Bublik are 3-0 in the first. All right, serve again from Tiafoe. Let's see if he can get to at least a tie break. At least a tie break. All right, 15 love. As with the backhand now from De Minaur, the backhand to Tiafoe. Forehand from Demon. Into the forehand to Tiafoe. De Minaur backhand. Into the backhand slice of Tiafoe. Demon goes down the line. Tiafoe forehand again. To the backhand of Demon. As Tiafoe now with the backhand of his own. Into the backhand of De Minaur. Tiafoe again to the forehand of Demon. As Tiafoe backhand cross court. De Minaur gets it. Tiafoe backhand cross court again. De Minaur gets it. As Tiafoe forehand cross court. De Minaur gets that too. And hits a winner. And Tiafoe's on the ground. He floors him again. 15 all. And Foe slipping and sliding. And Tiafoe's like, can I get a hand? And the ball kid's like, all right, I guess I'll help you up. Even though I am a 14-year-old and you're a grown man, I'll help you up. The ball kid's like, I can't lift you. You're a grown-ass man. All right, forehand to forehand. And it was too good from Demon. And Tiafoe I'm going to sit down. All right, 15-0. Second time in this match, De Minaur has floored Tiafoe. Serve. It's a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of De Minaur. Return the forehand to Tiafoe. Demon backhand cross court. Tiafoe gets it. But hits it wide. 15-30. 15-30. Serve again. As with the forehand now from Foe into the forehand of Demon. Foe with the forehand. Goes out again. This is all for nothing. 15-40. $15-40. All right. Break points for Demon. To get the break and serve of the match. Serve is a fault from Tiafoe. Second serve. Into the backhand of De Minaur. Return the backhand of Tiafoe. Sliced. To the backhand of De Minaur. Tiafoe backhand again. To the backhand of De Minaur. Tiafoe. Forehand cross court. De Minaur gets it. Down the line to the backhand of Foe. Into the backhand of De Minaur on the stretch. Tiafoe. Backhand cross court again. De Minaur slices it back. Into the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon. Forehand again. As Tiafoe forehand cross court. Good pickup by Demon. As Tiafoe goes down the line. De Minaur's there with the backhand. Tiafoe. Again to the backhand of De Minaur. Into that Tiafoe backhand. De Minaur backhand in the net. All right. Finally, Tiafoe wins one of those rallies. 30-40. That's one saved. 30-40. All right. 30-40. Still break point for Demon. Serving the backhand of Tiafoe. De Minaur. Backhand Tiafoe. De Minaur with the lob. Oh, it just missed. Deuce. Just missed by Demon. All right, Deuce. And Zverev is up one low. By the way, how did the Zverev match get in front? I thought that match was supposed to be a grind. What the hell happened? Now that match is going quicker. They're already 3 sets down and into the fourth, and we're only in the third. What the hell? Second serve. The forehand of De Minaur. Return goes in the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon down the line. Good shot. Tiafoe gets there. Hits it wide. As he tried to go down the line. Advantage. De Minaur. Advantage De Minaur to get the break and serve for the match. Foe serves. He serves a fault. Second serve. Is the return goes in the backhand of Tiafoe. De Minaur backhand. Foe goes with the forehand of the backhand of Demon. Slice down from Foe as De Minaur slices it back, but he slices it long. And Tiafoe survives. We're back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. All right, 7-minute game. All right, deuce. As Demon hits a backhand winner, we've got another break point for Demon. Okay. De Minaur to get the break. Serve for the match. Serve Tiafoe down the tee. Demon gets it back. Goes long. All right, back to deuce. All right. Oh, we get a let. Tiafoe's not happy. Man, Big Foe would have won that point too. When are we going to start being able to challenge lets? Like the umpire said let first serve, and Tiafoe's like, that was over the net by a mile, and he would have probably won the point. When are we going to be able to challenge lets? There's got to be technology, right? I would love that. Challenge the let. Yeah, Big Foe was not impressed. By the way, Zverev's up a break in the fourth. All right, still deuce. Serving the forehand of De Minaur. Return goes into the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon, backhand. Goes to the backhand of Foe as De Minaur with a forehand. Inside out to the backhand of Tiafoe. Now Demon's backhand. Goes in the forehand of Tiafoe to the forehand of Demons. Tiafoe backhand. Goes down the line again. Demon gets it back with a forehand. Into the forehand of Tiafoe. Tiafoe in the net. Advantage Demon. To break. Serve the match. Marathon game here. The let was because it hit the net, it went over the net and went into the service box. All right. Advantage Demon. Tiafoe serves. Out wide. Demon returns. In comes Foe. Oh, he missed it. What was that? Completely misses the easiest forehand of the night. 6-5. Demon breaks. Big Foe. Big miss. Demon's going to serve for it. Shocker. That was shocking. Yeah, Zverev's up back off 3-love in the fourth, so we're not going to watch him. We're not going over there now. It was 1-all at the start of this set. I thought, oh, here we go. Wasn't it 1-all when we were halfway through this set? So this set is just taking forever. And yeah, Zverev's going to finish before this match ends. Yeah. Yeah, Foe had that chance. That was an easy. They should have made that for it. Demon was running the wrong way. I mean, he didn't. Oh yeah. He didn't even need to hit it that hard. Like why? He like overhit it. Like, he didn't need to hit it that. De Minaur was literally running the wrong way. He was running away from the ball. He would never have got there. Even if De Minaur is the quickest guy on the planet, he's never going to get there. Tiafoe hit it long. He's like, you can have that point. Zverev's at 3-love. And Bublik is at 5-4 down in the first. So the winner of this match will take on either Bublik or Echeverry in the next round. And Zverev will take on Cerundolo if he wins his match. So we're getting some bangers. Some banger matches coming up. Okay. De Minaur serving for the match. As he double faults. Love 15. As we're going to serve out wide from Demon is a let. As De Minaur serves a massive serve out wide, 15-0. Serve again. Another ace, 30-15. Lovely serve by Demon. 30-15. You just woke up my grandma? Sorry. All right, 30-15. As the backhand return goes into the backhand of Demon. 4 now from Tiafoe as Demon or backhand the backhand rally. Slice from Demon goes into the backhand of Faro as Demon. Backhand again. To the forehand of Tiafoe. Demon or backhand again as Tiafoe goes again to the backhand of Demon. And then Demon or hits it long. All right, 30-0. Serve again from Demon. Into the forehand of Tiafoe. Return goes long. Match point, De Minaur. 40-30. To get the win. This has been a long third set. At least we got some worth out of it. It's been a long straight sets. 40-30. Match point, De Minaur. To get to the fourth round of the Australian Open again. Maybe the fourth year in a row? Maybe. Serve. It's a fault. Second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Tiafoe. Forehand from Demon to the forehand, the backhand of Tiafoe. He goes cross-court for a winner. Tiafoe, we're back to deuce. 5th year in a row. He's made the third round 2019, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 now. And he's made the 4th round or better the last 4 years. 5 years if he wins this match. So 5 in a row. It's not his best slam. He's done better at the US Open, but it's not his worst slam either. That's the French Open. All right, deuce. As Tiafoe returns into the forehand of Demon or Tiafoe on the attack. Comes to the net. Half volley in the net. Oh, God, Foe. What was that? Rough forehand in the net. Okay. Advantage. Demon. To take the match. We don't know who he's playing yet. Zverev's up 4-love. All right. Serve. It's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of the Tiafoe. Return. Into the back of the De Minaur. Tiafoe. Backhand again. De Minaur goes down the line, but hits it out. Okay. We get back to deuce. Yeah, Zverev's up 4-love. Like I said, Zverev's going to finish before this match. Back to deuce. All right, serve again. From De Minaur. He serves. Into the back of Tiafoe. Slice from Demon. Into the back of Foe as De Minaur forehand goes cross court. Tiafoe gets it. De Minaur forehand again. Down the line of the nets. Okay. Advantage Tiafoe to take us to a tiebreak. As the return goes to forehand to De Minaur, backing it from Foe. Into the backhand of De Minaur, down line, good shot. Tiafoe gets it, but hits it in the net on the forehand. We get back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. As De Minaur serves again. An ace down the tee. All right, Demon. Match point number 3. To get to the 4th round. He serves. Into the back of the Tiafoe. Return goes short. De Minaur forehand. Tiafoe with a pass. Goes long. De Minaur wins. Marathon 3rd set. But De Minaur gets a win. 73-minute final set. But man, I'll tell you, disappointed of Foe though. He's better than that. He should have made that better. Should have made that a lot more competitive. It was should have been a lot more competitive from him. Boy, Norrie's coming back. I guess. All right. If you are leaving, don't forget to subscribe on the way out. That match was 30 minutes longer than it needed to be. But it was good. At least we got like a little bit of something. It wasn't so straightforward and boring. Still thought would have liked it to be 4 sets, but you know. It would have been cooler if it was like 1 set all and then 7-5. That would have been interesting. Oh, that hurt. Zverev is up 4-love. Zverev 4-love in the 4th. We'll stick around and watch Zverev for a little bit. If he can finish it out, finish it off. would be suitable. It would be suitable now not to leave her behind. What? Who? What are you talking about? All right, advantage Zverev here. Zverev looking for the 5-love lead. Disappointing by Tiafoe, performance from Tiafoe, to be honest. Yeah, he just wasn't. I mean, look, De Minaur outplayed him. You know, De Minaur's just too good now. But I expected more from Foe. Blunted.
Smiling imp, smiling imp, smiling imp, smiling imp, and smiling imp.
Thank you for the $2. It looks like Zverev's going to clean up. He's up 5-love. Yeah, Tiafoe had so many chances he should have taken. He can play better than that. Yeah, I mean the first set he had chances at 3-3. The final set he had chances to lead after he got the break back. But yeah, it was the second set he was out of it. And he went down 2 breaks. That was what cost him that. You know, but he probably should have. Even that he should have made more interesting. You know, should have made that better. Zverev's up 5-love. I'm not going to put it on the screen because it's almost over. But yeah, but big day tomorrow. We're actually starting earlier tomorrow because of the hot weather. So, yeah, tomorrow's a pretty packed day. We've got Pliskova Keys, Sinner versus Pizzeri. We've got Djokovic, Van der Zandschulp, We don't know how to say his name. Osaka versus Inglis, all on Rod Laver. And then you got Swiatek, Kalinskaya. You've got Wawrinka Fritz, Raducanu Valentova. That's an interesting match. Cilic Rude as well. Even Menchik Quinn. That's kind of an interesting one as well. I don't know if it'll get played on time because it's gonna be hot, but that's also an interesting match. Musetti Mahatch could be fun as well. So yeah, there are some interesting matches. We'll watch a bunch of them. And hopefully the schedule's kind so we can watch more. We can watch more than... I mean, we did pretty well today. We watched more matches than I thought we would. I didn't expect to watch Coco. Today was probably the best day so far. The most interesting day. We had probably the best matches so far. It's been the most entertaining day so far. Zverev about to win the match. He's at 30-all. 2 points away. What do you think will be the closest match tomorrow and why? Probably... I mean, look, I could see Pliskova Keys being close because they both just hit big, and it could just be a bit of a serve off. On the men's side, I mean, I reckon Menchik versus Quinn might be close. Quinn's played 2 guys that are very like Menchik with the way that he plays, and Menchik has been good. I think that might be maybe that's going to be the 5-setter. I know Fritz Wawrinka is the match everyone wants to be epic. Musetti Mahatch could be 5 sets too. That could be close. And then obviously Swiatek versus Kalinskaya, if Kalinskaya plays well. She could also make it interesting. Zverev served the match. At 5-1. And Ruse taking on Andreeva's. That's Andreeva is about to start. We will not be watching that match. But it is on. Uh, 30 loves Zverev. Medi saw the score of learners and realized, yeah, we're so close to Medvedev Zverev. I know, right? We are very close to Medvedev Zverev. Oh, Norrie hits a nice return. Zverev 2 points away from the win. And then we'll get out of here. Also, tiebreak between Bublik and Echeverry. I might actually watch that after the stream. That looks like a fun match. That could go 5 sets into the night. So I might watch that. Zverev at 30 all. What the hell? Just another day of hope Swiatek won't lose. Oh no, Zverev makes an error. God, Sasha's making it tough. He's like Tiafoe and De Minaur. He's like, I don't want to finish yet. If Demon beats Bublik in the quarterfinals, he can take Alcaraz to 5. You think De Minaur can beat? I think Bublik's got a better chance of doing Alcaraz. I don't think Alcaraz De Minaur is going to be 5. Zverev won't play Demon. It's Bublik. Zverev will play Cerundolo. Zverev De Minaur can only be a semi-final. And that means De Minaur has to get through Alcaraz, right? Or Paul has to beat Alcaraz. For Demon. Which is unlikely. All right, Zverev surviving. God, can Zverev just finish the match? Now that we're like tuning into it, half tuning in, he's taking forever. There's 2 aces, Sasha. That's all you got to do, mate. Norrie's got another break point. What the hell are we doing? All right, Zverev gets back to deuce. Actually playing match at a decent pace, and we tuned in, I know, right? I thought it was going to get done before our match. By the way, 6-4 in the tiebreak for Bublik. He's about to win the first set, Bublik. Now he's got a match point. All right. I don't think Alcaraz will win this tournament. Okay. Bublik would give more of a fight. Against Alcaraz, I agree. Bublik won the first set, by the way. Bublik wins the first set in a tiebreak. Zverev's got a match point. He serves an ace. All right, Zverev wins, finally. Those last games took an hour. All right. And that is that. So it's going to be Zverev taking on Cerundolo. We've got Alcaraz Pole. We've got De Minaur waiting for Bublik or Echeverry. And Medvedev Tien. That's pretty epic. That's almost perfect. It couldn't get any better, really. Unless Bublik loses. Bublik, De Minaur, if that happened, that's the best lineup you could have had. If you said at the start of the week we're going to have those 4 matches, I would have said, I'll take it. Easily. I said at the start of the week, I'd rather see Medvedev versus Tien than FAA, and that happened. Cerundolo, Rublev. You could have put Rublev, Zverev, but I think maybe Cerundolo might be a bigger test for Zverev. Because Cerundolo and Zverev have a close head-to-head. Whereas Rublev doesn't really beat Zverev. So that actually might be the best match we could have had. De Minaur, Bublik, epic. And then Paul versus Alcaraz is the best match you could have had up the top. So we might actually get the 4 best matches we could have asked for. Yeah, Zverev Cerundolo is better than Rublev Zverev, I'm pretty sure. Because Rublev doesn't beat Zverev. Yeah, 7-3. Zverev's won the last 2. They haven't played for a couple of years, but it doesn't matter because he's not going to play either. And Cerundolo leads the head-to-head. 3-2. Zverev's won the last 2, but Cerundolo they played 4 times last year. It was 2-0. One of them was a retirement for Zverev. So Zverev's only really won 1. That was at the Davis Cup. So if Bublik can beat Echeverry, that's a hell of a lineup. That's pretty damn good. I don't think we couldn't get much better. And then on the women's side, obviously there's some random players, but we've got Sabalenka Mukova. I would have said, Sabalenka and Boko. That's probably the best match we could have had. Townsend would have been all right too. And then you got Putintseva Jovic. Okay. It's not bad. Gauff Mukova. We'll take it. Even though that matchup's not very good, but we'll take it. And then Svitolina versus Andreeva, possibly. So, that's, again, fantastic matches. They're all must-watch matches, which is annoying because they're all going to be on at the same time. And we're going to have to watch them all. Fuck. I don't know how I'm going to watch all those matches. We're going to have to watch all of them. By the way, Zverev just won me $15, I think. Yay. Yay, I said 4 sets. Yay. Thank you, Sasha. Yay, I won $15. Let's go. Triple my money on that Zverev pick. All right. I said 4 sets. Let's go. De Minaur Bublik is 3-2. Yeah, it's going to be so fun. Tennis gods wanted to deliver this year. Oh, it's great. Now we just need an upset. Now that we've got the matches, now we just need either epic matches or upsets. I won't mind if now we start losing some of these top players. I won't mind as much if Mboko beats Sabalenka. Actually, I hate that because I want her to win the whole thing. But like if Gauff lost to Mukova or, whatever, right? Or actually, no, maybe not Gauff either. I want her to win. Maybe if Paul beats Alcaraz, or that's not going to happen. But if it does, or Cerundolo beats Zverev, right? Or Tien beats Medvedev. I don't care if they do that because we're at the point now where we're starting to get those matches we want. So from now on, who cares who wins? I don't really have a big preference who wins. I just really don't want to see De Minaur or Alcaraz. That's the only one I don't want to see. So either Paul De Minaur or Bublik Alcaraz. It's not Demon Alcaraz again and again and again and again. I can't handle it. Can't handle it. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Good day of tennis. Big day. It's biggest day we've had so far. Probably the longest day too. We started it. Did we have a break? I don't think we had a break from 11 o'clock to now. So it's a bit of an big 11-hour day. So thank you for hanging out. We'll be back to do it all again tomorrow. Remember, starting early. We're an hour early tomorrow because of the hot weather. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. So bring water. I know you're not in Australia, but if you're not in Australia, still hydrate. But I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. De Minaur wins 6-3, 6-4, 7-5, and he might play Bublik. I'm gonna go watch that. Bye.